Hi, how we doing today? Let's turn that fan off, get some good sound. You'll probably hear the bird in the background. That's Tweety. Get Tweety in there. Tweety. So, that's my little buddy. My job coach thought I should get a bird and keep me busy while I'm looking for work, keep me entertained from having 3 kids and a wife and a house, and now sitting all alone doing YouTube videos. Quit smoking though. I bought a pack for my birthday, but it was only one pack and it lasted 3 days. So that's not too bad. And I smoke the e-cigarette just as much as I smoke the other cigarettes, the regular cigarettes, so that was pretty good. Okay, this one's on the Pro Tank Mini. I think this is version 2. Basically, I'm using a Vamo V2 from Fastech, $37. And, uh, and it's a pretty good unit. The fire button doesn't always work, but pretty satisfied with it for the most part. But the Pro Tank, which Chris from Indoor Smokers sent me as a Christmas present, just for subscribing and watching and being part of his crew now for a long time and looking at a lot of videos and always liking. He sent me this out just for shits and giggles. So shout out to Chris. Thank you, man. That was really cool of you. Uh, these tips get kind of gross, so you'll be washing these a lot. I don't know about sharing e-cigarettes because they do get kind of gross right when they're fresh and clean. Then you don't mind letting somebody take a puff to try it, but otherwise you almost have to have a separate tip just to say, oh, here, try this, and let them get a view. But this Pro Tank does have a discoloration on the bottom. That is standard. Pro Tank Mini, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pro Tank. And when you unscrew this bottom part, you got to be careful because this part over here wants to unscrew with it a lot of the time, and you'll lose all your juice, and you could possibly drop your glass if you're not careful. This whole unit does come apart, and I just did what I was trying to avoid. This whole unit does come apart. It works with standard coils that the Pro Tank uses, and so do most of them. You can find them fairly cheap at Aqua Vapor. They sell it for like $7. Get enough points, you get free shipping. $50 up, free shipping. And their juices aren't bad. Not quite as good as Virgin Vape or Viper Vape, but they're pretty good. So that's the coil that you use. That screws right into the bottom. Let me try moving this camera a little bit, seeing if I get a better angle. This is my new Nexus that I'm filming with. So people let me know what you think of it. And I got juice all over. Okay, so this comes apart. Which allows you to clean the inside of your tank, which you couldn't do with the original Pro Tank. And I don't know if this unscrews. Oh, I guess it does. This unscrews too. You can take out the shaft and really clean the whole thing, take the tip off, and there's a lot you could do with it. So for maintenance, you just gotta watch out that you don't lose those gaskets. There's little rubber gaskets inside here, and they will fall out. So you got to be kind of careful that you're on the ball and not dropping your gasket, because if you do, the tank will leak. And I don't even know where to buy new gaskets. I don't know if they sell them anywhere that I've seen. I've been to a lot of the websites and they sell the replacement glass, but I see very few selling gaskets. And it came with 2 gaskets when you get the tank for your drip tip. So this drip tip has a special gasket that runs right along the middle. See that little gasket? And that's what keeps it from leaking there. So let's get some juice. I'll be right back. Oh, I can take you with me. One of the wonderful things about having a new little Nexus tablet, this is my juice collection. That's what I deal with for juice. And what sounds good today? I could go for a higher. Let's try the Cuban Select. Now this is, I've been doing 6 or 11 milligrams of nicotine. This is 24. Don't know why, I just felt like going with the lower nicotine level. When I wake up in the morning and I'm laying in bed at night, the too high nicotine burns my tongue. So you just squeeze this down the side of the Pro Tank too. And I'm redoing this video because somebody suggested that I redo all the videos that I did in the past that were bad quality. I didn't have good sound. I didn't have good camera. And now that I got a $200 Nexus, they said, why don't you redo all those videos and see if you could get more people to view stuff that you've done that they weren't happy with for quality in the past. So if you have any questions, please, I never said this before, but like and subscribe. It helps me out just to make me feel good. I don't get any money off this stuff. Maybe in 5 years I will if I keep doing it, but for right now it's just a hobby. But it's always fun when you see, like right now I've got 20 subscribers and about 13,000 views and about 110 videos out there, 100 and something, 105, I don't know, somewhere around there. But this Pro Tank Mini is what I use. It's my go-to tank now. And it's really a wonderful tank. This one was from Virgin Viper Vape and cost about $16 on the shipping invoice, it said, and just a wonderful tank. It barely ever gurgles, it barely ever leaks. I was getting burnt hits with bad coils that I was getting from Fastech 1.5 ohm Kanger coils, and now that I stopped buying those and I bought these from AquaVapor, the coils are lasting a week, where the Kanger coils from Fastech were lasting not even 2 days, and I had to smoke at 3 volts. So these I could run at 4.7 and get a healthy clean hit, and they last. And this is 2.8 ohms on the coil. So it labels as 2.5, but they always run a little different than what they're labeled at. You just find the good spot for you. Usually going 1 volt higher than what the thing is labeled at is a good safe way to start. And then you move on from there till you taste the burnt taste. Once you taste the burnt taste, you taper back a little bit. So that's a good way to do it. I usually just smoke at 4.7 for 2.5 ohm coils. I know that's a good spot for me. So hope everybody likes these new videos with the better sound quality and the different camera. It's a different angle. I don't have a tripod with this one like the webcam. So but we are able to move around and show stuff that I wasn't able to do before. That's my little Christmas tree for Christmas. Fish tank needs some cleaning. That's my little plant area back there. I call it the jungle, I guess. Got comic books on the wall and picture frames back there. My new fridge my dad got me. Get to show off some of the cool stuff I have. I had nothing. I mean, this place started with me sleeping on a blanket on the floor, and in 5 years, I've really accumulated a lot, thanks to my dad, who's been really supportive with this divorce and my felony charges and trying to find work and not being able to because of the charges. So I'm kind of gruffy today, and hope everybody had a great Christmas and Happy New Year, and they got to see their families. That's the best part about those times of the year, is the joy that you all feel at the same time, where everybody's happy and just hugs and presents and just a great time of the year. So let's try one drag now that this had some time to sit in. I don't edit my videos, so they do wind up being long. Maybe I'll start doing that in the future, but just once the channel grows, if the channel grows, then maybe I'll put more time and work into it and buy better stuff. But for right now, it's just a hobby. Alright. Cuban Select isn't my favorite flavor. It's one of those when I want something harsh and gross or something that just gives me a good strong taste, I'll smoke the Cuban Select. But otherwise, I usually go with the smoother ones like the regular flavor from Aqua Vapor, and that's more like just a cigarette taste. It's like V2, if you ever had V2 Red. Here, let's see if I give you a better view of what the vapor is off this little Pro Tank. Just a good hit. I mean, it's not amazing vapor where you're blowing clouds, but this is, I don't know, I think a 70-30 mix. So, it's not all VG, but it's got a good bitter taste. It's a good hit, is what you're getting off this Pro Tank with the Vamo V2. Vamo V2 I got from Fast Tech for $37. Now they come in colors. Expect to wait like 30 days for shipping because of customs and delays and whatever else they got going on. I try to avoid buying e-juice. I think that might make the shipping time quicker. But you do get a good price on a mod from Fast Tech. They pack it like shit though. Expect it to come in a cardboard box, little tiny sleeve, unless you buy a fancy full kit with all the tanks and the extra heads and the battery and the charger, then it comes in a box. But otherwise you buy like I do, just the units, and I bought all my stuff from Mount Baker. I bought the battery charger for. I had credits. I couldn't vape their juice. I've got 5 bottles of it and the stuff is just crap. So beware if you shop in Mount Baker. I don't know how people like it. I wish them well, but it doesn't work for me. Mount Baker's just yuck. So this video is 12 minutes now. Let's cut it short. Very pleased with the Pro Tank 2. I would recommend getting one, detachable drip tip. I've yet to try another drip tip on here. I don't know how well that will work for you, but this one is very comfortable in the mouth, and the fact that it comes off, easy cleaning. That's a big, big, big plus, because my mouthpiece gets gross and I'm scraping pieces off of it. It's embarrassing sometimes, but that's for smoking in bed at night. During the day it doesn't get gross, but during the nighttime I get that gunk, I just build up. I have a lot of medications I take and they cause dry mouth and just build up a sludge in my mouth. So anyway, I would recommend the Pro Tank. I would recommend the Vamo, and they're both reasonably priced. From Viper Vape, the Pro Tank 2 Mini, and from Fast Tech, the Vamo, which you can see mine is still in mint condition. There's not even a scratch on it. It falls off the bed and it falls off the couch, onto the carpet. I've dropped the Pro Tank. I dropped it on tile once and neither one of them broke. Very surprised. I thought the Pro Tank was history, but it's only had one floor where it actually hit solid ground. You take care of these things, they last, but the electronics go. The power button on this, when the battery gets low, doesn't work, so I'm always replacing out the battery with the new battery as soon as I get that misfire, and it's like 3.7, 3.8, 3.4, depending on how low the voltage is. Doesn't make a difference. Once it starts misfiring, I just swap out the battery. I expect batteries to last a year, so I've got 4 of them, 2 of them in my battery backup for my tablet, my cell phone, and whatever else I might have, and then 2 of them that I cycle for smoking, and 2 18350s that I use just for shits and giggles when I want to do a short extension. This does come apart, and then you can make it this short where it's just this much, so that's real nice. So otherwise, very, very pleased with all my units. I have had amazing luck with the smoking of these cigarettes, and very grateful that I came across them due to the fact that I quit smoking more or less. I smoke for a hobby now, where it's just fun to have a cigarette. It's not that I need one or want one, it's just fun to have one. So I smoke about 12 cigarettes a month, if that. 2, 3, 6, 9, 12. Once a week I smoke 3 cigarettes when I have a friend stop by and help me with job search stuff. So, alright, this is getting way too long. One more drag. That's Pro Tank 2. Go out, buy one. Good tanks. Thanks a lot.